Hello and welcome! I am wearing a lot of glittery shiny makeup because, fun fact about me, I actually really like glittery shiny things. I know, I'm such a crabby person. How would I love sparkles? But I do. And I am using this video as a great excuse to get all sparkled up. I was actually tagged in a tag and I was like, oh crap, I'm so busy, am I gonna have time to do it? But here I am, I found some time, I found some new makeup, and we're just gonna do this tag. This is the Indiecember, bingo tag. I forget exactly what it's called, and I was tagged by Trope Trinity Trilogy. Go check out her channel, link to her version below. This tag and this whole movement, I guess you might call it, was created by Megan Tennant, who has a whole thing with you reading indie books in December and then reviewing them, and then you get entered to win prizes, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not participating in it. Not because I think it's a bad idea, I think it's a great idea. I just don't have time to read at all right now because I am working full-time and I am in a play, so my life is work, rehearse, sleep. I was tagged and I was in the mood to do something holiday-y, so here we go anyway. I apologize that I'm not actually participating in Indiecember itself. If you want to think of me as a bad person, you are free to do so. You're in good company. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. So I've got several things going on to make this work. I'm going to be putting the graphic up on the screen, like here maybe, of the board itself. Each number on the board corresponds to a question, so you use a random generator, like I will on my laptop Candy here, to tell you what number, and then you look at the number, and then you ask the question about something that you are writing. The book I am going to be using is my work in progress called The Hawk and the Wolf, or The Wolf and the Hawk. I probably reverse it every time somebody asks me, but it's I almost want to call it a romance for people who don't like romance. I hesitate to call it that because that sounds really gimmicky, but that's kind of what it is. It's the story of a woman named Rioni. Her name used to be Rain, but it's been changed to Rioni, and she is a member of the Vern, which are a sort of barbaric nomadic people. Barbaric. And she has been promised in marriage to the king of a small kingdom called Ged, and she goes there and they get married in the first chapter, and then she discovers that he does not like her, and everything that she thought she was going to be doing and helping with in the castle, the way that she thought that she was going to be queen, is not at all what she gets. So it's a fantasy romance where you have her and her new husband having to fall in love after they are married, but also we have a lot of romance tropes subverted, and we also have an overarching threat coming in the form of these supernatural beings called the Thra, which are coming to kill everyone. So there's a lot going on in this story, but it's pretty short. It's just a novella. I've been working on it for a little while now, and I figured I would use that since I haven't talked that much about it for this tag. Wow, that was a long explanation. Let's get to the tag now, shall we? Okay, so my first number is 9. And the question for 9 is, ho ho ho, what's a line or a scene that makes your readers laugh? You or your readers laugh. Well, I haven't got any readers for it yet because it's a work in progress. A scene that makes me laugh? I don't know, it's not a funny book. I guess any time that Rioni has a horse who she raised, who's very opinionated and really only likes her. So I guess any time that Storm is acting out could be a scene that makes me laugh. But honestly, it's not a funny book. Some of the characters do have banter that can be kind of humorous, but I'd have to go in and try to find some, and I don't have time for that today. So we're just gonna say whenever the horse is being a butt. The next question is 14, is the next number I got. Santa's coming to town. Is your protagonist naughty or nice? If you have multiple books or protagonists, you can use this for multiple. I have many books. For The Wolf and the Hawk, Rioni, I'd definitely be on the nice list. She definitely is a good person, even if occasionally she has to kill. But she's a warrior, so that's what she does. And her love interest would also be on the nice list. I think pretty much all of my protagonists would be on the nice list. generally, even if they're a little bit gray leaning, they tend to be good people. Maybe that's boring, but that's just kind of what I write. My next number was 18. Boy, these numbers are all over the place. I am nowhere near a bingo. 18 is blizzard. What is your favorite weather to write in? I like to write in inclement weather, either a blizzard or rain, because I like the feeling of being snug indoors when the weather outside is frightful, if you will. I hate being out in bad weather. I like to be cozy with my writing and my tea and just sit and enjoy it. In other news, it's 3 in the afternoon and the sun is already setting, hence the weird like slashes of light across my chest, and I am not okay. Alright, let's find out my next one. 9 again, I've already had it. This thing really likes 9. This is like the 3rd time I've gotten 9. 12, finally! 2 on the same line. We're practically there. 12 is holiday parties. Do you have a log line prepared for when someone asks you about your book, or do you run and hide? Or do you have a masterful plan of diversion that the rest of us could use? If somebody's interested enough to actually ask me about my book, they're not just getting a log line. They're going to listen to me ramble about it as long as they can possibly tolerate. If they are going to stand there and be polite and nod and fake smile while they hold their drink, I'm going to tell them a lot of stuff, because I love to talk about my writing so bad. All my friends are so over it, because I've been writing for my entire life, and like, they know, and they're over it, and then, you know, but if I met somebody at a party who was willing to listen to me, they're getting the full brunt of all of it. My next number was 11. We're filling out the bottom of the board. I might actually get this faster than I thought. 11. Eggnog. What's your favorite writerly drink? And most importantly, do you ever spike it with alcohol? I don't drink alcohol at all, so unfortunately everything goes unspiked around me, but my favorite writerly drink is tea. It didn't used to be. I used to hate tea, but then I found a tea that I liked, and I've since kind of been branching out and refining my palate. Although I do like a sugary, milky tea, so it's not that refined. The problem is keeping it warm, because I'll be tapping away and forget that I have it, and then I'll go to take a sip and it's like ice cold already. Why am I like this? My next one is 17, and not really getting me any closer to that bottom row, but still helping me out. Let's see. 17, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Which of your characters is most likely to steal cookies or gifts from Santa? Probably that would be Scran, who is not a bad guy. He's actually one of Rione's friends. He's a berserker, and he comes from a tribe that does have a tendency to pillage, so he would just, you know, take those cookies. If Santa can't defend them, he doesn't deserve to have them. Of course, if it was Warrior Santa, things might get a little bit more interesting, because Scran is gay, and he and Warrior Santa might just end up hooking up. You never know. You guys, I got 10. I'm only 1 away from filling in that bottom row. This is going better than anyone else I have watched. Everyone else I watch, like, it takes them forever to get bingo, and I feel like I'm gonna get it really fast. So let's see what we've got. 10, Santa's bag. If you could tell Santa one item that should be given to every writer everywhere, what would it be? I really liked the answer from Trope Trinity Trilogy, which is I would give them time, but that's not really an item. Wish it was. Maybe a time turner. Does that count? Can it be a fictional item? But if it was just, it had to be a physical item, I guess I would give all of them the writing implement of their choice, a really good version of it. So like the best laptop for writing if they liked writing with a laptop, the best pens and paper if they like writing longhand, just whatever supplies that they really need, but the best version of it. Get on it, Santa. My next number was 25, our home square. 25, naughty or nice. Which character was on the naughty list, but Santa liked them and took them off? I'm going to have to go with Scran, because clearly in my head, he and Santa now have a thing. My next number was 7. I may have spoken too soon about filling this in super fast, but let's look at 7. Feast. What is your favorite food-related scene? I still really enjoy describing food. It's something I picked up from Brian Jakes, one of my most inspirational authors of my youth, and he loved to describe food, and so whenever I can, I put food descriptions into a story. The wedding feast that Rione and her new husband Xander have at the beginning of the book, I wrote it and my mouth is watering, so I'm really pleased with that one, and I think it will make other people hungry too. My next number is 6. I'm getting closer on so many lines. Place your bets now which one's gonna get filled in first. 6 is Christmas lights. What character would be most likely to use Christmas lights inappropriately, such as tie someone up, shock someone, or rig up an explosive? You name it. I can't keep using Scran. He's a troublemaker though. Who else? Actually, I think that Rioni would also find some creative uses for Christmas lights. I think she would definitely find a way to use them in battle, possibly like a Christmas light lasso to catch her enemies so that she could kill them with her axe. Alternately, she might just decorate her axe. She might just be like, eat a blade of sparkly death, foe of mine. Totally a line that she would say. My next number was 5, so now I'm one away on 2 different angles, so let's just see what we got here. 5 is sleigh bells. What music do you listen to when writing? I used to listen to music a lot when I was writing. I would have whole playlists and dedicate time to making the playlists, but nowadays, honestly, I don't. Mostly because I have been writing on my lunch break at work, and it's pretty much the only time that I've been able to do it, and I can't really like play music while I'm having my lunch. I could, you know, put it on my phone in my earbuds, but like I'd rather not spend time trying to figure out what music I want to listen to. I just want to get to writing because my time is so limited. So I honestly don't listen to music very much anymore. I used to listen to instrumental, movie soundtracks, that kind of thing though. My next number was 3, and now I have almost got it on 3 lines. I am just stalking this bingo, refusing to actually catch it. 3 is milk and cookies. What is your favorite writer snack? Bonus if it's milk and cookies. I love milk and cookies, but I don't actually eat while I write. When I'm at work, I eat my lunch real fast and then I get to writing, so I don't combine the two ever, mostly because I really like to have both my hands always engaged with writing, and I don't like stopping and maybe getting crumbs or grease on my hands and then going back to writing, so I just don't really eat while I write. So no snack for me. I don't eat while I edit either. Food and writing are 2 very separate parts of my life, apparently. Now I got 1, which doesn't help me at all, and that is Nightmare Before Christmas. What's a writing or book release mistake that still haunts you? I didn't know what I was doing when I released my first and only self-published book, Phoenix. The reason it's the only one is not because I haven't written any books since, it's because I knew how badly I did with that, and I decided that I wanted to go ahead and try to be traditionally published. Now I'm leaning towards hybrid because I think both forms of publishing have their merits, but I think the biggest thing is I just didn't do enough research, and I thought just if I put it out there, like, people would find it, and they won't and can't, and I have to build a huge platform, which is very slow. So just not knowing what I was doing and just thinking that that was just going to be fine was probably my biggest mistake. I won't say that it haunts me though, because like, it's just a mistake that a young person made. So it's not, I can't be mad at younger me. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to research it better. But it is disappointing that my first book landed with such a clunk. My next one is 20. Again, unhelpful. I got cocky, you guys. I got too cocky. Han Solo warned me about this, and yet here I am. 20, Gingerbread House. Now I want gingerbread. Dang it. Who is your handiest or craftiest character? Just using this book again, because I have too many books. I don't want to spread it out too much to confuse people. Who is handy and crafty? That would have to be Anna, who gets assigned as Rioni's body servant, as her maid, because Rioni doesn't have one. And Anna is very clever and very resourceful, and she would definitely be doing handicrafts, 100%. My next one was 19. I'm coming for you, bingo. 19 is Santa's Beard. Who is your oldest character and how old are they? The oldest character that we interact with in this book is probably one of the king's generals. What did I name him? I'm so bad at names, that's why I keep a notebook with everybody's names in it. He's not really a huge character, he's just in it a little bit. He kind of acts as one of the obstacles between Rioni and her becoming the queen that she wants to be. And I would say he's probably in his 60s or so. There are probably older characters around, we just don't really interact with them. And finally, 22 was my last number. I got a bingo at last. Not the one that I expected to get, but I'll take it. Silent Night. What character refuses to talk to you as a writer? Basically, a character who is hard for you to connect with and write for. I don't really have this problem. Because characters are my strongest point, I really don't have any of them that don't want to be written, that don't have a voice. If anything, they come on too strong, and every single side character wants their own spin-off, and I have to be like, no, this isn't a problem I have. Maybe other people have it, but I don't have this problem. So that's it. That's bingo, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary persons of my YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy these shenanigans. I'm going to probably wash the makeup off my face, even though I really should do more videos, but I just don't have the spoons for it today. And also there's like glitter in my eyes, which I'm surprisingly okay with because it looks pretty and I like it. But I have been very productive today, so I am going to go eat and probably walk the dog and just do other productive things before I let myself chill out and relax for the day. So I hope you guys are having a lovely day as well. I hope you found this tag to be interesting. I'm not going to tag anyone because I don't know when this video is going to go up and it might be kind of late to tag anyone. Also, you guys know I'm lazy. So lazy. But if there's enough time and you like the look of this tag, especially if you're participating in Indiecember and somehow didn't see this, please go ahead and do this tag. If you are doing Indiecember, please tell me how it's going. Have you read any great books that you just think that I must try to check out if I ever have free time? Feel free to comment below and let me know. If you liked what you saw here, I have a ton of other videos here on my channel because I've been doing this for a really long time, so feel free to wander around and check all of them out. Links in the doobly-doo to my social media, such as the Diz, mostly pictures of my pets. And if you like this channel and you want to support it monetarily, you can pop on over to my Patreon, where not only will you be supporting me, but you'll also be getting access to exclusive videos not seen here on the regular channel. They're pretty fun. Go check that out. And I will see all of you again next time with whatever it is I happen to be doing next time. I hope you all have wonderful holidays, whatever you celebrate. Bye! Well, it's that time again. It's time to thank my amazing patrons of the month. This month we have Lennox, Amanda, Baruch, Irene, Jenny, Kim, Lisa, Sabby Panda, Sam, Sarah, Savvy, and Scribbling Cat. And I hope all my patrons continue to support me because they are the very best, like no one ever was.